go. Welcome to Johnny's Tartary, everybody. I'm bringing this chat to you. Basically, the reason why I'm bringing this chat to you is because we got a lot of people out here that's just going crazy over this coronavirus stuff, man. I mean, I was on my way home from work, and it went so crazy. And it's going so crazy out there that if you look down at the corner of down here, this is my car. This is how crazy people are. I was sitting at a complete stop. As you can tell, if I wouldn't have been sitting at a complete stop, the front end of my car would have probably curled up underneath of my front tires. But I was sitting at a complete stop. A Jeep ran right out through the medium, smashed right into the side of my 2006 Nissan Maxima. Man, I loved my car. And now Johnny's Tartary is in a situation where I don't have no vehicle. I have no way to do my investigations. I got no way to get to work to take care of my family. But now Illinois is on a lockdown. I don't know if wherever you guys are at, but Illinois has just become on a lockdown. So we're locked down starting at 5 o'clock tonight until I think April 8th or 7th. Then we're supposed to come off this lockdown. So I really this is a first for me. I live right across the street from the school. And all day long, there's been a cop sitting right across the street watching, because I guess due to the scare from this coronavirus, they don't want nobody going, they don't want the kids, or they don't want a bunch of people playing at the park. So now they got the cops and stuff stopping them from even coming to the park. You can't even go to the park and enjoy your day. I mean, it's getting to be a little bit. I do believe it's getting a little out of hand. I do believe there's more cases of suicide in the United States already this year than this coronavirus as well. I'm not saying that we shouldn't take this serious. I mean, this is a new disease that we are just learning about. And yeah, I understand that they don't want it to go haywire and, create, havoc and destruction. I do understand a lot of it, but, we went to the store yesterday to go shopping. The only meat that was on the shelf was plant-based burgers. No meat, just plant-based burgers. And I'm not in the mood to eat a plant-based burger, man. I mean, if I'm gonna go for the glory of eating a burger, it's gonna be a burger. That thing's gonna moo. That thing ain't gonna come from the ground. That thing's going to come from another cow. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't like processed food from all these companies. They're making stuff out there in these processing plants that for sure can't be healthy. I don't think it can be healthy. What do you think?
No.
I mean,
God only knows what's...
Have you ever seen a green hamburger? No. Cow ain't green. Well, now they're selling them on the shelf, man. Put it right between two buns. I don't even know if you would use ketchup or salad dressing. But there you go. You got a new vegetarian hamburger, guys. That's for all you veggie guys, man. I mean, I don't really believe in the the fact of killing animals and stuff like that, but it's basic survival, guys, man. And we've been doing it since the beginning of time. We've been eating animals and hunting and doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. It's in our blood. Plain and simple. It's in our blood. I am human. Hey, that's great. Just ate green pancakes. So how's everything going where you're at? You're in West Virginia, right? So how's everything going in West Virginia? Right now we're in Illinois, and they got so many cases. They say they're closing. They done closed all the schools down until April 8th, and now they got us on lockdown after 5 o'clock this evening. We ain't supposed to leave our houses until April 7th or something like that. Well,
We can leave, but
we can leave, but I guess we just can't get out of town. I'll check that out for you too, human, whenever I get done, because you always send me some information and some interesting facts. You know, we're on the same page, yo, because, you know. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Good to see you alive out there kicking with this coronavirus. I'm glad human is alive and kicking. God bless you guys, man. Yeah, we went shopping the other day. It was pretty wild. We went to Collinsville, Illinois. And on our trip, people are just running around this place like, you know what I'm saying? It's a pandemic. You can tell in our area because if you look at the corner down here, this is what happened to my car, yo. I was just sitting there, as you can tell, because if I wouldn't have been, my front grill would have been wrapped up underneath my front tires if I was driving. But I was just sitting there waiting to take a left turn onto the highway, and out come a 2017 Jeep Wrangler, man. It took me out. This guy jumps out of the Jeep, and the first thing he says is, "Oh man, it got away from me." But now I'm having an issue because now they're saying it was my fault. I don't know if this guy knows somebody that I don't know or something, but when we first talked to the police told us it wasn't my fault and he was sorry about the accident, whatever, and all this. Well, a couple days later, we get a crash report, and I'm on number 1, which says basically that I'm the identifier, that I was the one who caused the accident. So what they're doing now is they're junking my car, of course, because it's totaled, man. I mean, what's really sad though is the guy hit me, and I was at a complete stop. But the guy hit me, took out my car. I loved my car too. It ran great. It took me where I needed to go, and it was my family's. You know, it was my family's. It was my family car. It's what got us food. It's what got us to get me jobs. It's what got us out and about, you know. And now, due to this coronavirus, this guy's head's so full of it. His Jeep was packed with groceries and everything else. So deep, he ran right into my car and smashed it. Now it's out. Now I don't have a vehicle. But this guy who smashed into me with this 2007 Jeep Wrangler happened to just drive away. It didn't even hurt his car, man. And it's really sad that now I'm out of vehicle. My kids now are having to suffer. I don't know what I'm going to do. Now we're on this quarantine lockdown in Illinois. Here in Litchfield, Illinois, 5 o'clock. We're supposed to have a curfew at 5 o'clock. We're supposed to stay indoors after 5. We're only supposed to go out and get, what is it? Mandatory possessions if needed. Which means if you don't have to go out, you ain't supposed to go out, I guess. It's messed up. This is the first time in my life that I've ever experienced anything like this. It's kind of sad because a lot of these people don't understand. But like I said, there's been more suicides in the United States than there has this coronavirus. There's more people that's killed themselves. I just had a close friend actually just, commit suicide not too long ago. I've had family member that committed suicide. It's because this world is really hard to live in. I'm sorry, guys. I had a call on my phone, so it kind of interrupted me, man. But what I was saying is, I've had close friends and stuff that passed away. You know what I'm saying? And this Islam theologian, what's going on? I got some good people in here tonight, bro. I got Disarm, I got I Am Human, and I got Jim Dillinger. I got another one. I got 4 people in here. I don't know who's all part of the crew tonight, but let me go ahead and get this out of here. Right now, I am not working. I can't work. As you can see on the corner there's my car. I had a Jeep Wrangler come up and just, I guess because it was obvious he was hoarding. He just went to the store. I mean, his Jeep was packed with groceries. And I'm going out with, get a few basic, stuff for the family so we can have something to eat, through all this scare and everything because they're putting us on lockdown. We're on lockdown at 5 o'clock today in Litchfield, Illinois. So it's kind of messed up. It's kind of sad whenever you can't even go to the public park here and, have a day out with the kids or something. They got police literally in front of this park over here. So anybody that stops off at the park is told to move on, I don't know. I'm going to see if I can unplug this and I'm going to see if I can see if that cop's still over there at the park. Huh? Yeah, but he's parked in a different spot now. I don't know if you can see this, guys. Here, I'm going to have to turn this around here. Well, this is the park right here. This is the school. I live right across the street from, and it's really sad that it's like, they're keeping us quarantined, I guess, at 5 o'clock. We're supposed to be. And I'm really sad, guys, because I don't have my vehicle in my parking lot no more. And, it's like, that might have been my escape route if I needed to, get away, with my family. What if something goes on? Who's to say what's going on around here? I mean, I think it's more than this coronavirus. I think there's something going on. I'm not for sure what it is. It's kind of scary, to think that, I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Yeah, I gotta show them. I gotta show everybody, Giants tartary guy. No, I agree. He didn't give us no, I don't fear what's going on at all. I think the Lord did give us a good You know, uh, we all got this instinct about us if we use it, but a lot of people don't have common sense these days. So it's kind of hard to gather in. You know, it's just really sad. But you know, since I ain't working, of course, I got a lot going on, huh? I agree with you, human. I that's what they are. And they try. I think it's just I don't know. I'm kind of I don't know how to say it, Haley. I'm at a loss about this, man, because I think there's more to it than what they're trying to. You know what I'm saying? Well, of course it's a conspiracy. There's something way going on. There's
It's a distraction. What's that?
Oh yeah,
It's a distraction from something else going on.
yeah. I mean,
And it's a population control at the same time.
I agree with you. I think it is a reason. I think it. Hey, I said the same thing. I think it's some kind of a divine plan. You know, I think people are getting.
Before you kill him.
I think people are getting. I think people are getting sick from this 5G. I think they're getting like electricity poisoning or something like that. I do believe that could be a possibility as well. Uh, the other day, during our lockdown here, I guess you could say, pretty much that's what it's been here, hasn't it, babe? Because we ain't got a vehicle, so we can't get out. We can't do anything. We're kind of trapped. Ain't got no way to get anything. Can't go work, so I'm hoping that they give us this stimulus check. So I'll be able to get a vehicle or something. That way I can be able to take care of my family, because that's what's really, I think, bothering me more than anything is the fact that I'm not going to be able to be taking care of my family. And I think my family deserves to be taken care of, you know? So it's in my best values that I be able to take care of my family, and I'm not able to because some guy wanted to go crash into my car because he was panicking. He was in a panic. He seemed like he wanted to get home with that big Jeep full of groceries, and he made it home with his Jeep. The sad part is, after he caused the accident, I didn't get to make it home with my car. You know, and it's not like I'm a rich person who I can just go out and buy, you know, a new car. And now they don't want to pay for my car. They're acting like it was my fault whenever I wasn't even moving. Guy came straight through the median and whacked me, but I guess that's part of life, guys. This part of this program, I guess you could say, pretty much.
For the most part, yeah.
I think it's just a big program.
That's what they want us to.
But I was working at this place. Yeah, I believe so too. I think we all need to turn on these guys. This is my giant tartary's tank cap, guys. I know you guys probably think, man, this guy's done went nuts, man. But you know what? When times get hard, grab your hard hat, guys. You know? Oh no, man. I even drew a little flat earth on here, guys. You got the flat earth. Yeah, I just, I guess during this lockdown, might as well get creative, do things positive instead of, go crazy and go panicking. So, me and my family, we like to get creative. If I can't go somewhere and investigate and tear the town up, and look for things that are out of place, I guess I'll make things out of place. So the Giants tartary think cap. Times get hard. I guess that's what happens. But I put this on here. This represents the fluoride that they put in our water for our mind control. Of course, flat Earth. I don't believe in. I don't believe there should be any law here where they should control us like they do. So I am very, I'm saying, towards the way of saying yeah, I am definitely. I do believe in anarchy to the fullest, 100%. I got the little flames down here because, they like to burn our history. It's like they burn our libraries. Any books that don't match their narrative, they're sure to pull it down, slam it in our face, and I don't know. It's crazy. I think this is what's really happened, I do believe, guys. I think this coronavirus, like you have said, there's something more, there's something bigger to it, you know what I'm saying? And there's something way more to it, and what I think is going on myself is the fact that, yeah, I think it is happening for a reset. It's because they're waking up. They're starting to see the truth of everything. They're starting to see what's really going on in the world, and they're starting to see all the fakery, the foolery. They're seeing how they're polluting our waters, our foods. I'm saying whenever I went to school, the history classes, the science classes, they teach totally a different subject and everything. So I want to know, what was I getting into this government school besides brainwashing? Because they change their brainwashing scheme from year to year to fit their narrative. So, because people happen to come upon things, and it's in plain sight, so they can't cover it up too quick. So they got to release certain things. And I understand that when they're starting to release these things are starting to hurt their accountability for ruling this realm, or flat earth, or whatever you'd like to call it. Because I tell you what, when they gave us the technology, which it has ruined the fabrication of family, tradition, and everything else, because, people don't sit around and talk about the good old days, or they don't sit around during like holidays and stuff and talk about, history. Like my grandparents, they would tell me about their history and stuff, about how they lived back in the days, These days, people don't even care to ask their grandparents where they're from, what race they are, what nationality, when they came over here, anything. They don't want to know anything about their tree. They could really care less as long as they got that phone in their hand, and they figure that, well, if they need to know something, Google will tell them. Well, good luck listening to Google, because Google is a big part of the, I love it. I love human. Listen, see what she said. Yeah, that's right. Get with the program, guys. But I can't get with the program because the program don't fit my shoes, man. I just don't understand how I could get with this program that I feel is, just crappy. Sharing stupid memes. No, this ain't a stupid meme. This is my car. This is my vehicle. This is what the coronavirus did to me, I guess you could say. Because we went out shopping the other day, and when we went out shopping, I got hit by a Jeep Wrangler, a 2017. I was sitting at a complete stop, and I was sitting in the middle, taking a left. I wasn't even in motion, and this guy came straight through the medium, took me out, demolished my car. I mean, as you can see, if you look at the car, the whole front end of the grill, it would be wrapped up underneath the front tires had I been driving. But since I wasn't, this is what I was left with. And what's really sucking now is that the insurance company, because I had liability and he had full coverage, they don't want to pay for me. They don't want to pay for, they don't want to pay for my car. So now I've got to, figure out a way to take care of my family and my kids and get us to where we need to go, like work and stuff like that, because now I don't have a vehicle. It's kind of sad that they would do that to me, but hey, it's part of I guess I'm going to wait for this stimulus pack. Hopefully it comes before the big reset and I can buy me a new car. That way, if we got to beat Dodge, because like I said, this is something way, way more than a coronavirus. This has got to be something else. And like I said, I think it's electricity. They put this 5G in, man. It seems like, no crap, man. I be getting more headaches. Like, my head's like always throbbing. Like, if I go like towards one of these towers, like I get headaches. I do. What about you, Haley? Do you? I wonder, have you ever been towards one of these, or real close to one of these 5G towers? Because every time it seems like I go close to one of these, man, my freaking head just starts pounding. I don't know what it is. I mean,
some say it's a source of cancer.
Yeah, it's causing brain cancer, all types. I mean, you got to think about it. This is a frequency, and our world is ran on frequency vibration, and it's a different frequency. I mean, they've been messing with the frequencies for years now. That's why our bees were disappearing, and we need them to pollinate, so we can carry on in this realm, whatever, what I'm saying. But it seems like they're destroying everything around us, and it's terrible that people are literally everything that the government puts out, they buy it. Bam, it's sold. They wanted to know how much it cost. And you know what? They don't question nothing. They don't go up. They don't look at the sky. They don't go out and they don't smell the roses, They don't smell the flowers. They don't look around. They don't see the stuff that's so noticeable, that is so out of place. And it's like they're putting this stuff in our faces, like, so they can laugh at us. It's like we're jokes, guys. Like, why didn't you guys ever question why this, why this rock's out here, this big old stone out here, that there is no reason for it to be out here. There's stones all over this town that you can tell they kind of look like they're parts of buildings. They might even look like there's parts that look like they have blood coming out of them, so they might be parts of the Nephilim, the giants or something back in the days. I've been to a couple cemeteries, and have you noticed that wood turns into rock, guys? Whenever it gets so much pressure and everything, it becomes rock. What do they call that whenever it's preserved? It's
not petrified, but
that's right. That's the word, petrified. Yeah. whenever you petrify something, it becomes solid. And I do believe that, you know what I'm saying, that's part of, uh, I've seen some of these structures, and they might be so old. They might seem like they're stone now, but if you look really close, you can tell that the stuff was once wood, and it's petrified now. And everybody's like, "Oh, I wonder how they created that," or "I wonder how they carved that." Well, it's easy to carve wood, right? I mean, people are carving wood with chainsaws these days. It's just the fact that it's so old that wood has become petrified. Yes, petrification, of course. It's become petrified to the it becomes stone. So that's why you got all these stone. A lot of them, I think, a lot of them could be wood, and they want to know how it came about. Look at these trees in the past. Like they say, these trees that they have these days are only close to 200 to 300 years old. If that. It's like everything was wiped clean off the face of the earth, man, and it was all started over again. I mean, it's common sense and it's obvious if you look around, guys. All you have to do is get down into the nitty gritty, get down and start digging. I'm sure underneath your feet, there's something. I guarantee it. You'll find something. It might be 20, 30 feet. You might have to really go deep to get down to the nitty gritty of it. But when you get down there, you're going to find something. And it's not going to match the narrative that these guys are telling you, such as the Indians and stuff. I don't understand the fact that, if you watch all the old time Westerns and stuff back in, I grew up on Westerns, Bonanza, Ponderosa, I mean, all of them. I mean, all the way up to Gravy Train, you know what I'm saying? I watched it all, and it seemed like Leroy Kincaid, what's going on? Nice to see you on the stream today. Yeah, the reset is coming. I do believe that the awoken has caused the reset. They can't let us be aware of what's going on in this world. And if they can't fool us, it's time to get rid of us. That's what I believe. That's truly what I believe. That's why they're locking us down. That's why. And you know what? Now I'm in a stuck situation because my getaway vehicle just ended up getting a hit, Leroy. Some panicked asshole, when we was going to the store, man, took my car out with his Jeep. Now I have no way of getting around. Or what if I need to escape? You know what I'm saying? I have no way. I guess I'm going to have to. It's survival of the fittest, guys. I hope my neighbors watch out. The other day, whenever we was going to the store, like I was saying, all they had was plant-based meat, man. They didn't have no real meat. And so I made the little comment, which is a joke. I'm not into the satanic, and I am not into cannibalism. But I made the little joke whenever I was in the store, There was a bunch of people, because, man, it was like panic. Everybody was out there. And they got a limited, source 4 of this. You can only have 4 of that. There was no toilet paper whatsoever, guys. It was really sad. I mean, this coronavirus, I didn't know caused diarrhea. Because that's what I guess these people think, that if you get corona, you're going to be having the serious diarrhea because there's no toilet paper on the shelves. You can't eat this shit, man. What's it going to be? I guess if the power goes out, you can always start a fire. But if you're smart, you can always... What if the energy goes out? What if we have a power surge? What if the energy goes out? Well, guys, hope you have a bunch of batteries, or a generator or something. If you don't, well, I hope you know how to be like Tesla and tap into our natural source here, because energy comes right from the ground, guys, and it's free. It's here for us everything in this realm the Lord put here for us, such as the water. We're paying for it. We're paying for it to come in this dirty ass pipe that has rust. It has rust. What is it? Iodine. It's got all types of stuff in it. Whenever you got rust, you can get stuff like just chill. Huh?
Didn't you tell me mercury at one point in time as well?
No. It's got lead, rust. It's got a lot of other things. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna chill. I'm not afraid. I'm not panicking. Sitting here enjoying my family for the day. Of course, I can't work. I worked 45 minutes away from my home, so now my job's in. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's crazy. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why we have to pay for. Why we have to pay for the electricity. It's free. The Lord gave us this energy source to use for us. Free energy, but we're paying for them to harness it and give it to us through a line. Just like all these water departments that they got, they're feeding it right through the tubes. You know what I'm saying? And through all these tubes, you got all this gunk and stuff. You got lime and all this other stuff that it could do harm. I'm sure it's got a lot of I would say a lot of mold and stuff down there too. It's wet, wet, moist, mold, and we're drinking it, guys. I guarantee. And they're like, don't drink the water out of the pond because you'll get sick. Whenever all in what's real is that's how they drunk back in the day. That's how they had to. They just drunk out of streams. They drunk out of ponds. They didn't have as much. Well, of course they would capture the rain whenever it rained. But you got to think there was parts of our lives whenever there was droughts and there wasn't rain. What did they have to do? Well, of course they had to go to the nearest water hole and get water from there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they boiled it and stuff. But I guarantee that the water that they're getting out of these ponds, these little ponds and stuff from these people and these wells is a lot healthier than that stuff that's coming out of your tap.
Yeah, because it's filtered through natural. It's naturally filtered.
I do believe. Yeah, I 100%. I don't brush my teeth with fluoride toothpaste. I only brush my teeth with what's that called? Mm-hmm. Burt's Bees, I do believe. It's a natural toothpaste. It's sad. Even though I don't drink the water, it's hard to distill the water that comes out of your shower head, guys. And do you know that whenever you're taking a shower, that the water is soaking into your pores, so all the impurities and everything that they're giving us is right there. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get away from it. I like to be clean, so. Yeah, human. I love old remedies, man. They're the ones that really work. And whenever you use old remedies, what's in it? These stuff that they give you on these pills and these bottles, it's made in this factory, and we don't know what they're putting in there. And we're so trusting, that we're going to go out and pick up this bottle and pop it in our mouth and think that it's going to take care of a headache. When all in all, if they really wanted to get rid of us, all they'd have to do is just start doing that. And I think they are doing it, and they're doing it slowly. That's why everybody's catching cancer. Everybody I know, that's what they're dying of these days. Either suicide or cancer. Either they can't take this life or this life can't take them. It's one of the two. It's crazy. Yeah, baking soda's excellent, man. I mean, it does a lot. Baking soda is like one of those things that everybody should have a box of. That's for sure. It eliminates odors. It does a lot. I mean, you can do a lot with baking soda. You know, I guess a lot of these people that are going bald, human, you need to put out there, you know. Maybe you need to go on the Shark Tank and be like, hey, make your own little stuff going on with this, and maybe you could baking soda and there's coconut oil. Maybe you can bring baldness back or something, you know. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Disarm. You know, it's sad that I don't know any of my neighbors. I just moved into this house, what, about 6 months ago? Huh? Yeah. No, it was in October, babe. My mom died in October. My mom passed away a week after I moved into this house. So it was a little bit weird, you know what I'm saying? Yes, human. Get that going on with the Shark Tank and make us some money. As you can see, girl, I need a new car. But anyways, what was I saying now? Yeah, my mom passed away in October, so I haven't really had a chance to. I've been in this deep process of working, trying to keep myself busy. I haven't really got to go out and talk to the neighbors and stuff. But the good thing is my dad lives only a block away, and my dad, that poor old guy, man, I love this. I love him to pieces. He's so down to earth, but he's stuck in the program. You know, he believes in the real being round and all that. He don't like to listen too much to what I gotta say, but he still listens and he still watches because he's my father and he's a great man. But beside the point, he's stuck. That poor man's stuck with 2 grown children that he had done raised, still living at the house. And I've been trying to get him out of there. And it's pretty sad whenever you own a house and you let people move in with you. Now, they're not paying your rent, but you still have to go to the courthouse and have them evicted. You can't call the cops and be like, hey, man, these guys ain't paying their way. Get them the heck out and have them removed. They're causing problems. You can't do that anymore. These days, it has got so corrupt and so out of line that my poor 65-year-old father has to go pay $45 a piece for each one of these individuals to get out of his house, to get evicted. He can't just personally kick them out because they got an address there. Well, whenever you're 32 and 33 years old, you got 2 children living with you, and one of them ain't even yours, and you expect, you know, my father to take care of the rent, pay your electric, pay your water. It's sad. I mean, the poor guy comes over to the house and he's so distraught. I mean, he just lost his little wife, you know, which is my sweet mom, she was such an angel, guys. She was somebody in this world that I know she went to higher planes, because I tell you what, this is the only little lady that I've ever met in my life. I never seen her smoke, never seen her do any drugs, never seen her even, well, I seen her drink a couple times. She had a drink one night, but she would never get drunk. I never seen my mom get drunk. This little lady had 5 children, took care of them to her dying day, all of her grandchildren. She was a blessing. She loved to feed the community. She loved to work, and she loved to give to her community, and she loved to be there for people. She loved to help people through times. Yeah, and it showed whenever that sweet little woman passed, because God bless the Lord. He let her go the easiest way she could possibly went. She went in her sleep. Thank God. And when she went with a smile. And I did get a chance to go and pay my respects, you know what I'm saying, before they took my mom out. And she had this most beautiful, peaceful smile on her face. So it let me know that, my grandfather and my grandmother was waiting for her. They was great people too as well. And I mean, my mom, she cussed like a sailor, let me tell you, that sweet little lady. But she was in touch with the Lord, I tell you. She knew her place with the Lord. And I still remember them days whenever I would be walking past the front room in my mom and dad's house, and she'd be in the bathroom right there next to her bedroom. And you could hear her. She would just be in there just singing like a little songbird. And she would sing all the little Jesus hymns and stuff like that. It's wonderful, It's nice things that, that's that's the way we need to get back to. We need to get back to reality, back to tradition. And I think that's why, I'm saying this reset's going on, is because everybody's awake to the notion of everything that's going on, Everybody sees the foolery. Everybody sees the fakeness. Everybody sees it, there ain't no space, guys. I don't believe in it. I don't care. I'm sorry, guys. That's my opinion. Actually, that's my fact. But for you believers of the globe, I'll say that's my opinion to help you guys out. Maybe to help you sleep through the night since your program's so well. I don't know. Wake up, guys. The world's flat, man. And you ain't going to get any flatter, man. I mean, I've seen it from different angles. I've seen it up above and I've seen it down below. And this place is flat, guys. Yeah, we got some rocks. We got some turns. We got some buildings and stuff that's all up underneath these hills. Everywhere, guys. And, people just don't take the time to go out and investigate and look for things anymore. They stopped that, There ain't no surveyors no more out there digging and checking it out and seeing what they can find. Big treasure hunt. Oh, no, because guess what? The only people that lived here back in the days were people in teepees and in wood cabins, right?
Supposedly.
Yeah, whenever you have all... Yeah, we do. We're laying on... I think we live on top of these giants, man. I think that's why our land is got so big, because we have these giants that are huge, That's why I'm Giants Tartary, of course, Giants are 100% real.
What about the hill over next to the old library? How's now not there? The hills?
Oh, they're still there. Those two mounds. We got a library here in town in Litchfield, Illinois. This town is, if you look it up, if you guys Google Litchfield, Illinois, it's got a lot of history with Freemasons and the controllers, and we got a lot of buildings around here. Well, the old library here in town, it's a Tartarian building, no doubt about it. In my mind, that it's a Tartarian building. Anyways, the library, they had to build a new library and move the library because they couldn't figure out how to reconstruct and how to fix the library, because of course it wasn't their construction. It wasn't their structure, so they don't understand, the architectural matter and everything that has to go with the projects and everything. They don't have the right mixtures for the right concrete. If you look at the way that they fix things, you can tell their concrete from their concrete. Theirs lasted years, hundreds and hundreds of years. Who's to say how long those buildings have been there? 6, 7, 800 years? You know what I'm saying? When they say that they built them in the 1800s, which is, come on, guys. If you believe that, it's just crap. Yeah, I know it. That's what I'm saying. There's too many people awake. But that's the sad part, that there's a lot of people that's still asleep. And they're going to go against our narrative for their narrative, and it's going to be like, I guess, it's going to kind of be like The Walking Dead, I guess. All these programmed people will be the zombies. You know it? Because they ain't going to know any better. They're going to think that they have to do it a certain way. Yeah, you know what? A day is not a day, and a night is not a night. Because if you're on the other side of the world, ain't that night your day? And ain't that day your night? So, it's kind of crazy how this world is. But, I figured out how day and nights do come. And yeah, the Lord, there isn't, and what I Am Human is basically saying is the Lord has no time. He is not on. He's not running no clock. He don't have to worry about time. The time's on us. I believe a lot of this here in this world is a test. I believe that we're in a test, guys. I believe, attention, Walmart shoppers. Clean up on aisle 5. This is just a test. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just kind of strange that this world has gone the way that it has. It's sad. But what's really getting me now is that it don't seem like anybody is going towards, the good. Everybody is going towards the bad. It seems like there's no Lord. There's no higher. There's nothing. Everybody has gave up on life, and it's really sad. And that's, I think, how the reset is going to work. It's because everybody gave up. Okay, guys. Well, hey, I'm getting shut down probably by the narrative, guys. So I'm getting off here. I've been on here. Woo! All right, guys. I made it back on here. I'm out of here, though. I'm getting off. God bless you guys. Stay safe, man. Don't catch this coronavirus, and take care of your families. Love one another. If you guys have any idea where I could get a cheap, affordable car, then maybe you guys could help me out. If not, well, I guess I'm on my own. But God bless everybody. Stay safe. Giants Tartary. Subscribe, submit. Give me that thumbs up, everybody. This phone's going off again. I think it's a conspiracy.